Hey everybody, Prepper Nurse One here, good morning. I just wanted to have you listen to that quiet for a moment. So beautiful out here, so peaceful out here. I woke up this morning, I had about 20 turkeys walking through the meadow. It was funny too because there was like one in the front and one in the back that had their heads up and were paying attention to what was going on. The rest of them were all working the ground as they were going, which was actually kind of neat to see. So you had your guard turkeys and everybody else was doing their thing. So it's pretty cool to see. Ah, look at that, not a cloud in the sky today. Absolutely beautiful. Temperatures are pretty moderate, which is nice as well. But good day so far. Good day so far. So today is this video is probably going to go up on Saturday, I believe. But today is actually Thursday, and it is the 14th of September. And actually, it is my sister's birthday, which is the 14th of September. So, happy birthday to Becky. And the numbers keep getting higher. The numbers keep getting higher. But anyway, again, I hope everybody is doing really well. I wanted to talk in this video. Do you stockpile salt? And it may seem like a weird or odd question. Well, salt, why salt? Well, more specifically, iodized salt. I know that back in the day, I'd go to Sam's Club, and you could get a 4-pound box of iodized salt. I mean, it was really super cheap. I mean, I think it was just over $1 or something to that effect then. And so I used to buy a whole bunch of it and just pack it away. It stores very, very well. In a time of need, it's a good thing to have. Because, again, iodine is not something that is naturally in our diets. So, they put iodine in salt, and that helps with goiters and those type of things. And I think that that's an important thing. But again, salt also helps, I want you to think about this. Like, all of us have done this. You've overdone it. You've worked, and you're having a lot of you sweated a lot, so a lot of salt and your minerals and all that stuff comes out. So I'm sorry, I had lost my train of thought for a moment. What ends up happening is you end up getting crampy. And so, you need to get those electrolytes back in your body, and part of that is salt. So, making sure you have a decent amount of salt in your diet is a good thing. It also makes food taste a whole lot better, so that's always helpful as well. So there's a lot of reasons to stockpile salt, and I don't really ever hear too many people talking about stockpiling salt. So I'm looking at the dog cage, and I'm seeing no bee activity, so that is a good thing. For those of you that didn't hear the other night, what had happened was I was seeing a lot of bee activity, and when I have to go out, hella gets crated, and so I was like, well, that's kind of weird. So on the back side of the doghouse here, I was seeing the bees come in and kicking over and going down. I'm like, okay. So there's obviously a nest over there, and I kind of looked and I could see that there was a nest. So I had picked up a can of Raid, and then I also suited up in my bee suit. I came out here because the yellow jackets, or the ground ones, are the most miserable. They will chase you and continue to sting you. So what I did is I put my bee suit on, came out here, had a nice cup of gasoline, and I moved the dog house over. So as soon as I pulled that dog house over, there were a ton of them there, and I took the gas and I threw the gas on them first. Then I backed out, and there was a lot of them that were flying up over here then at that point. So I took that can of Raid and got all the ones that were in the air. And yesterday I saw one bee. I saw one bee going in and out yesterday. And so apparently he decided it was not a good idea to stick around there. So I'm not, like I said, you're seeing, like if they were coming in, you'd walk over and they were coming in through here and going around the back. And obviously I didn't want Hella getting stung if I have to have her locked up when I'm out. You know, didn't want to have her deal with that. And we had a real bad year for bees. I mean, hornets and all that as well. So it's crazy year. Well, you saw the one that I took off the eave over on this side. There was one that we actually shot out of a tree, and I'll show you over here. We'll walk over here and I'll show you that. I'm going to ask this, was that anybody else was it a bad year for hornets and wasps for anybody else as well? I mean, my honeybees are good. I love my honeybees, but the rest of these guys, not so much. There's a whole difference, a huge difference. Getting stung, period, is not any fun. I will tell you that right now. But, so we're going to walk over here. And I'm going to show you. Yeah, okay. So I'm going to zoom in on this so you guys can see. Where's my... Here it is. That's not what they're doing. There we go. Right up. Let's see. I'm trying to figure out if I'm getting that right in the right spot. But right up there in that tree where the camera's pointing, next we'll come up underneath here so you can see it better. Right there. That is another wasp nest. So the first one, go back out here. The first one we shot out of there, and they've grown it back already. And but it's a time of year, they're going to be done really, really soon anyway. We get our first frost, and those guys are going to be toast. So, but it is what it is. So anyway, but yeah, has anybody else experienced that this year? A really bad year for wasp and all that type of stuff. I'm just curious because it has not been, like I said, a good year for that here. All right, so anyway, I was going to show you this too. I know I talked about this already. I had the one bat of insulation, the Rockwell insulation, and so I need to get that and get that into the walls the best that I can. It's actually quite warm in here. Wow, even with the windows open, believe it or not, it's quite warm in here. So, but you know, we're just gonna keep. We're gonna start working on this project as well. Slow and steady, guys. That's all we can do. Realistically, we're just gonna keep trying to get things done as we can, and we'll go from there. But yep, fun days. Come on, girl. Anyway, guys, I'm going to jump off of here for now. So I definitely want to hear your thoughts. Do you think, come on, Hella, out, go. Do you think it's important to stockpile salt? I don't think a lot of people talk about that. And then there's also the other thing. Oh, I was wondering what I was brushing against. Look at the size of that spider nest or web. Huge. Oh, now it just popped off, probably because I touched part of it. But not only iodized salt, but canning salt. Also salt that you use, because you wouldn't use iodized salt to preserve meat. There's a special kind of salt that you use for that too. So those are other things, you know, that are in there that need to be addressed as well when it comes to salt. There's a lot of things to think about. So I definitely would like to hear your thoughts on that. But anyway, guys, remember, we are all in this together. We are one race called the human race. As soon as we can figure that one out, we truly will be in much better shape. Also remember to hug and kiss the ones that you love. Tell them every single day, tomorrow is not guaranteed. We never know what's going to happen in life. So it's really important to tell the people that we care about every day how we feel. Last but not least, STD, step, thing, and day. One step at a time, one thing at a time, and one day at a time. Whatever you're trying to do, whatever you're trying to accomplish, you can do it. The only one that's going to stop you from achieving your goals is you. That's it, nobody else. Stay positive, stay away from the negativity, and you're going to be just fine. Have a great day, and I will talk to you later. Prepper Nurse 1, out for now.